how's the state of things with you right now?
Doing good. You know, great. Got great mindset, great teammates. Everybody. I just love the fact that everybody's so willing to help, and even with all the young guys and everybody just, it's one common goal. I think everybody knows how much of a letdown last year at the end of the season was, and so it's all about righting that wrong. And I love the state of how much everybody works and everybody goes out there and we put all out there every day so we can get the best results when we get in the game.
Is this deepest line you've been on in your career?
Yeah, I always said one of the allures of coming back to Cleveland was being able to play with these guys and this defense and have Jim Schwartz be your D coordinator. But then also, when they went and brought Jockin, Coach Jockin, it was to have just such a talented D-line coach and have a talented D-line, it's only going to go up from here. You saw what he did with obviously Houston had some good players where he was at, but then he just helps elevate them, and that's all you want as a player is have a coach that can come elevate you.
How has Jacques kind of changed the tone in that room?
Man, we just we be joking on each other, be having a good time, but it's it's loose but then when we come out here, we know when it's time to work, and I think having that balance of being able to be loose and going to work is delicate, and you have to, and it really uplifts everybody, because we know we're gonna have a good time, and then we all enjoy each other. It's a great chemistry in the room, and it's only up from here.
I think he said that there's like another level still with Miles. He wants to kind of bring that out. Is that kind of a scary thought?
Yeah, it's not scary for me. It's scary for the league. You know what I mean? That's the thing. It's like Miles can be the best player in the world. And like ever. You know what I mean? So it's just a matter of tapping into that potential. But he's already shown and that's crazy. You're talking about the former DPOY. There's more levels to it, and so. Miles is a special player, and it's a blessing to play next to him.
In this second year for you?
Hold on. You got a question?
No, it's okay.
Tony
can go. Tony can go. You can come to me. Yeah, go ahead, Tony.
Will your role be any different and techniques any different with the new coach at DL?
Oh no, it's the same technique, same everything. It's just the whole point of this defense is to go 100 miles an hour every play, and so at D line you got to rotate bodies, and so everyone's going to play. Everyone's going to have a role in this team to be successful.
Shelby, you had to miss some practices sometimes. So what can you share about what was going on with you and how you're feeling? I mean, just being a vet and at this stage of your career, when you have to miss a short stretch like that, does it really impact you that much?
I'm not going to say necessarily what it was. That's for Kevin, that's for Kevin to talk about. But, it definitely, just maintaining the body, being able to go out there and give your best, every day. And I pride myself that, that was the longest I've ever missed in my career. And so I pride myself on being available, and I pride myself on, being able to go out there every practice and doing what I have to do. So I just, it's nice because you have the guys out there where you don't have to feel like you have to rush back or do anything like that, but also we're all competitors. We're all competitors, and we want to get out there and play. So, I'm just happy to be back out here, to be healthy, and to, be able to play football. Because think about it, like, life's hard for a lot of people. We get to go out here and play football. So, I have a smile on my face every day to doing what I love. So,
Shelby, you mentioned at the very beginning about the way the season ended. What went wrong in that Houston game?
We could talk about what went wrong, but the whole thing is that we got to talk about what we're bringing back for the future. We can't dwell on the past. Things went wrong. But guys aren't here on offense. Guys aren't here on defense that were here last year. So we can only dwell on it so much. But I can tell you this though: it's like we're doing everything in our power to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Those snaps you got the other night against Minnesota, did you want those? Did you feel like you needed some reps given the time you'd missed?
Well, yeah, because the guys went out there the first week and got like 10 plays, and so I need to get mine. I need to to be able to get that game that game feel under my belt. It's just. I'm not one to be like I need to miss all preseason. I need to do all this. I need to get game reps before the season.
I know too. A lot of the younger guys in that game made some plays, got after the quarterback. To go back to how deep this room is, what's it like for you as a vet to see them kind of step up and make those plays when they have their chance?
Yeah, they just it's nice because it just shows that we're working and we're doing a good job and we're bringing it all together. And so when the young guys have opportunity and they take advantage of it, that's what you want to see because it shows that the work we're putting on the practice field is becoming whole during the game. And, it's great. and I always tell everybody, not everybody can be here, and that's the crappy part about, training camp and, the rookies, everybody, a lot of people don't realize it, but not everybody can be here. And so when you see like younger guys and everybody doing good in games and stuff, that's putting film out there for 31 other teams and making sure that at least everybody, has a shot to make it. Because in our room, everybody in our room should be an NFL player, should be someone that could be on a roster. And so, and everyone knows how talented, our D-line is. And so, all eyes are going to be on us. And so when you see your young guys going out there making plays, it's just, it puts a smile on their face because, they might, if it's here or someone else, is trying to secure a job.
What's the word on Dalvin Tomlinson? Yep, for Dallas.
Man, you gotta talk to coach about that one. Y'all know the rules. Y'all know what we're supposed to do. Why y'all? You're not supposed to be asking me no injury questions. I'm not gonna give you any answers.
When you talk about Miles being the best in the world, what does that look like to you? Like in your mind?
Man, you gotta think about it. I played with Von Miller before. I played Justin Tuck, Lamar Woodley, Bradley Chubb, and so I just think that what he brings every day, every play. It's just, being that strong and that big and being able to, to bend the edge and do all that stuff, but then also to be, physical. It's just so many aspects of his game that it's like, man, like, he could do so much. You know what I mean? And so it's just a special player. You don't get those type of guys every draft.
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of in a unique perspective because you played with Vaughn and you've played with some physical freaks, but is Miles even, like, above them as far as what he can do physically?
Well, he can be, and it's clear he can. It's clear he can be the best player to ever play this game. It's just a matter of obviously just being consistent, and once he goes out here and has another DPOY type season, then you gotta really have that conversation.
When we talked to Jim Schwartz, he said you guys were like a fastball defense. Now you guys use change-ups. He likes baseball analogies.
Mm-hmm.
So what is going to be different about your defense?
Man, I think our defense, obviously we get being in the same defense for 2 years in a row, you get to that next depth, get to that next level of a defense. And so you get to see a deeper understanding of the defense. And then also it's just a more familiarity with everybody that's actually here. And it's just, you just take off from where you start, from where you left. And so that's just even raising the level up even more.
You guys are such a tight group, and it's rare that so many players return in a position. Like, how do you kind of welcome the new guys, like, into kind of that?
Oh, it's not hard. You know what I mean? Like, here's the thing. Like, it's when you don't have any egos, it's easy because everybody here is willing to work, and we all embrace competition. And my biggest thing I always try to say is that we're not in competition with each other. We're in competition with ourselves to be the best version of ourselves. And so when you think of it like that, you're more than willing to accept people. You're more than willing to coach them up. You're more than willing to, help out. And you just want to see everybody do good because, like I said, it's enough out there for everybody to eat. You know what I mean? So the more you can help, the better.
No egos on this team, you're saying?
No. Hey, that's a great thing. All right, guys.
You and the baby getting any sleep?
Yeah, I am. Like I said before, I'm in a different room right now. I try to help out when I can.
You've had an entire offseason and now coming to the end of training camp to get a feel for this new offense. As a running back, what sticks out to you about the run game and how can the rest of you guys?
Just being in a position where we put in position to make plays, be in space as a runner, pass catcher, and just pretty much being able to be more of a weapon for the team.
Does it feel like the run game is that different without Bill here anymore and without Alex and then can't take it over?
I think when it comes to run, mindset still the same. We want to push people off the ball, make explosive runs, and when we have to, dig people out and, have those short yardage, tough nose runs.
Jerome, how are you a better player here at the end of your third summer than you were before this?
I'm more mature, better in a routine. I pretty much caught the flow of how things go in the NFL, learning from Nick how to be a pro.
When you went back and looked at watched the film of the practices with the Vikings, what were your biggest takeaways from what you saw in the run game and as well as the pass game, pass protection, that sort of thing?
That we're in a good position. There's work to be done, and that's good. We have time to improve, and we're gonna take what we learned from that and work harder to get better.
I suspect that the running game is a little bit different with the coaching changes. Can you shed any light on what's different about the running game this year?
Nothing really different. Like I said before, same mentality, same way of going about it.
What about running out of the shotgun? Do you like that?
Yeah, I did it in college. I can wherever they put us to make plays, we gonna do it.
What stood out about the running group with Deonta, with Pierre and Aiden and those guys, just what they've shown you in camp?
Can you repeat the first part?
Just like what has this run game shown you in camp?
Just that we all willing to buy in. With Deuce being our new coach, he came in. We all bought in. We made a commitment to each other to give our best, and same with Deuce. He, like you say, if any day that he come in and he not able to give us the same juice every day, he need to leave the building. And every day he been coming with the juice.
As your role grows in the offense, can you feel, it sounds silly, but your profile around the city growing? Are people stopping you more in the grocery store?
Nah, not really. I really don't go too many places, so.
Okay. How do you deal with the attention that comes with being a featured player? I'm sure throughout your career you've dealt with that. How do you deal with that?
Just remembering that you're not better than anyone else, or you're not any different than anybody else because you play a sport. It's real, like knowing that you're human and that you're a person too. And if somebody come up to you and they're like, "Oh, can I get a picture?" It's like, yeah, of course you can get a picture. But like, just letting people know that I'm also human too. So, like if I don't know if I'm with my kids or something, and I say no, I'm not trying to be rude or anything. It's just probably not a good time.
That could be you next year.
How did having to step into that feature back role last year kind of affect you personally? And do you think you're, I don't know, maybe better equipped to handle it this year?
It didn't really affect me personally. Seeing Nick go down like that probably was what affected me the most. Yeah. Seeing somebody that strong go down in a situation like that. But as far as regular life, everything remained the same.
Does it give you confidence though? No, let's assume you're the guy week one this year. Does having held that role for almost all last season really help you?
Yeah, definitely. Last year showed me that I could do it and I belong. And going into this year, I feel like it's the same thing. Just ready to build off last year.
You kind of broke in as an offensive player, as a receiving back here initially, a little bit. Do you see that role being more prominent in this new offense? Do you expect more targets in the passing game?
Yeah, whatever we can do to make more plays, get whether it's me, Pierre, Defoe, whoever we can get in space, we all can make plays. So yeah.
And I saw you taking reps the other day again in the kick game. Are you getting this figured out, this new format?
Oh yeah, we're getting it figured out. Bubba doing a great job of preparing us, Bubba and Bravo, and I think we'll be ready when it comes time to get to the new kick rule.
Do you like it?
It's okay.
Just
it's okay. I really don't know. I gotta see it some more.
Yeah. How similar is it to a run play?
I compare it more to like a punt return. They already right there. You catch the ball, you get time to run. I think it's more punt return than it is. But it's always like find a seam and hit it.
When you went back and watched your film of last year, what did you like the most?
What did I like the most about from last year?
Was it a play that stands out, or?
It is. When we played the Ravens, the push play, it was actually honestly the first thing that came to my mind when you said what stood out. Just that game in general, how we were able to rally together and come back and, even make it to the playoffs with what we had going on last year.
And then when you watch, is there something you said, okay, I need to get better at this area? Maybe negative runs or, I heard that being discussed.
Yeah, pretty much knowing where the O-line is going to be, where the blocks are being placed, and, just making sure I follow the structure, the blocking.
So some people think that eventually, with this new kickoff, teams are going to revert just to booting it back out of the end zone and taking the ball at the 30. Do you sense that at all?
I really don't. I don't think so, especially not with. I think Bubba feel like we got a great group of guys on kickoff, and I feel like he's real aggressive and real on top of that kind of stuff. And I don't think Bubba will. I think Bubba will want to get everybody behind the 15-yard line if he could.
But what I mean is, if somebody breaks a return and it becomes frequent, teams are just going to boot it out of the end zone and concede the third.
Yeah, probably.
You think that could happen?
Yeah.
How prepared do you feel to take on potentially more of a workhorse workload until Nick comes back?
Fully prepared. Dude's been getting us ready, extra conditioning after, bursting to the ball after plays, even when the ball is far. I think we're ready.
Getting back to the people stop you to ask for a picture, how comfortable or uncomfortable is that? How do you get used to that?
It just happens. And you react a certain way, and you're able to go back and be like, I could have did this better, I could have did that better, and you continue to work on it as it happens.
Are you comfortable in those situations?
I think so, yeah.
I see you guys, obviously, the conditioning that you guys do with Deuce that you talked about there. Is that like just something, maybe, is he a coach that's maybe pushed you the hardest since he's come in here with that sort of stuff and that extra work?
Yeah, I would say Deuce pushed me pretty hard, pushed all of us pretty hard from, individual. We probably most tired group out of individual than everybody else. And then to come out to practice and still do conditioning, yeah, he pushing us pretty hard to pretty much be perfect, knowing that we'll never be perfect. But like I said, that buy-in and the trust, I think we all bought in, and we're gonna do whatever it takes.
So what have you seen from Pierre? Just obviously playing with him last year, but how has he grown in this season? What excites you about this season this year?
What excites me is him being able to show what he's able to do. Pretty much with all of us, having that chance to be able to show that we can all make plays, and whatever position we need to be in, whether it's short yardage, goal line, pass protection, a route. I feel like those are areas.
Considering what you said about Deuce conditioning you guys hard, has this been the toughest camp for you?
Yeah, this is the actual first full camp that I've done. So yeah, definitely the toughest camp. First year I had a little ankle, last year hammy, and it's the first full camp outside of having the baby. But yes, it's been pretty tough.
Feeling good?
Yeah.
So this could be your biggest year yet.
God willing.
Okay. Thank you, Jerome. Thanks, Jerome.